All right, let's get right into it. We're going to unpack a really powerful way of thinking about creating wealth, and it all comes from the investor and philosopher Naval Ravikant. And look, this isn't about stock tips or hoping you win the lottery. This is a real, principled approach to building wealth from the ground up.
And this quote right here, this is the heart of the whole thing. See, we're not really talking about money. Money is just the tool we use to move wealth around. We're talking about the actual goal. Real wealth isn't your paycheck. It's the business with robots working 24/7. It's the code running on a server helping customers while you're on vacation. Or it's the investments that are growing all on their own. It's the engine that just keeps running, whether you're there to push it or not.
So why do all this? What's the point? If wealth isn't just about having more money, then what are we actually chasing? Well, it turns out the real goal isn't what you think. It's not about luxury. It's about freedom. It's about buying back your own time.
You heard that right. The purpose of wealth is freedom. It's the power to wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I want today. It's not about buying flashy cars or expensive clothes. Trust me, that stuff gets old fast. It's about being your own person, completely free from the leash of a 9-to-5.
Okay, so to get to that freedom, you've got to understand what game you're actually playing. Because when you boil it all down, there are really only two games people play in life: the game of wealth and the game of status. And they are completely different. Just look at the difference here. The wealth game is what we call positive sum. Think about it. If you build an amazing piece of software, it doesn't stop me from building one. In fact, we can both win, we can both create value for people. But the status game, that's a zero-sum game. It's all about where you fit in the pecking order. For you to climb up the ladder, someone else has to be pushed down. One is a game of creation, the other is a game of competition. And this just nails it. The makers are the ones creating things. They're playing the wealth game. The takers? They're trying to win the status game, usually by tearing down the makers. You see this play out everywhere, all the time. The trick is to know which game you're in and to consciously choose the one that creates more for everyone. So how do we actually play this wealth game and win? Well, it all starts with one fundamental truth. You are not going to get rich by selling your time. It just won't happen. You have to own a piece of a business. You need equity. And to get there, Naval says you need to build what he calls a stack of 3 key things. And here it is. This is the whole framework: specific knowledge, accountability, and leverage. You get these 3 things working together, and you have built yourself a true wealth creation engine. So, it all begins with specific knowledge. And this is not the stuff you learn in a college course. This is the knowledge that is uniquely yours, the kind you find just by following what you're genuinely passionate and curious about. You learn it by doing, through apprenticeships, and it's usually so cutting edge that nobody's even figured out how to teach it in a classroom yet.
Okay, next up, accountability. This is a big one. It just means putting your name on the line and taking real business risks. It's kind of scary, right? Because if you fail, it's on you. But if you succeed, you get all the credit. When you're accountable, you build a name for yourself, and that's when society trusts you with real equity. And, you guessed it, the final piece of our stack, leverage. And finally, leverage. Leverage is simply a way to multiply your impact. The old forms were labor, having people work for you, and capital, having money work for you. But you need a permission for those, right? Someone had to hire you or give you money. But the new forms of leverage, code and media, they are permissionless. You can write an app or start a podcast in your basement tonight without asking anyone. They are the great equalizers of our era. So once you have this stack, the whole strategy changes. It becomes about playing the long game and about finding a spot where you don't even have any competition. Right, I know what you're thinking. Come on, isn't this all just about being lucky? That's the big question, isn't it? Well, it turns out there are different kinds of luck, and some of them are not random at all. This means you can literally make your own luck. You can just keep trying things and create luck through persistence. You can become such an expert in a field that you spot opportunities no one else can see. But the best one, the most powerful one, is the 4th kind. You can build such a unique skill set and reputation that luck finds you. Think about it. If you're the absolute best person in the world at exploring deep-sea shipwrecks and someone finds a sunken treasure, guess who they're going to call? Your luck was made for you. And this is the secret. This is how you create that 4th kind of luck. You escape competition by just being yourself. No one on the planet can compete with you at being you. When you build something that flows directly from your unique talents and your genuine obsessions, you're no longer competing. You're creating a category of one.
And you have to do this over a long, long time. You see, all the really big rewards in life, whether it's in your bank account, your relationships, or your knowledge, they all come from compound interest. When you play long-term games with people you trust, you create this incredible positive sum environment where everyone is helping each other win, instead of a short-term game where everyone's just trying to grab what they can for themselves.
So let's say you do it. You build a stack, you escape the competition, you play the long game. What's waiting for you at the finish line? What's the actual prize here?
And this brings us right to the end, and maybe the most important point of all. You start this whole journey to solve your money problems, to buy your freedom. But once you actually get there, you have a realization. You see that the whole external game of building wealth was really just a way to solve the internal game.
Because at the end of the day, the things that truly make you happy, well, you can't buy them. A calm mind, a healthy body, a family that loves you, those things have to be earned. Wealth gives you the time and the freedom to go after them, but it can't hand them to you. And honestly, that might just be the most valuable lesson there is.